Welcome to Making Video Games with Python, Lesson 23. In this video, we're going to lay down the foundations for our Level 2 of Delta Fighter. So let's get to it. All right, so from the previous video, we created two scenarios in order to exit Level 1, which is if we're dead, we're done with Level 1, or if we survive the asteroid shower, then we're done with Level 1. We're able to exit this particular game loop by setting game over equal to true. So I'm going to create a quick comment here that identifies that this game loop is part of level 1, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, go down here, and I'm going to label this game loop to be part of level 2. And let's do a game.update, and we should be good to go. With the exception, similar to what we explored with Flappy Birds in terms of the start screen, the game screen, and the game over screen, because we're using game over equals true in order to exit this game loop, if we don't reset game.over equal to false prior to entering the second game loop, then when you get to this while loop, it's going to think that the game is over and it's going to completely bypass this game loop. So again, this is a technique that you will hopefully continue to practice in order to create multiple screens within your games. All right, so let's give this a try. Actually, before we do that, let me do one more thing just so we can clearly identify that we've entered into this game loop. So I'm simply going to write level 2 and then put it up in the top left corner. Okay, so let's exit out of our level 1 by simply dying. And you could tell that we're no longer in level 1, but at this point, we're in level 2. We shouldn't be here. We have no health. Honestly, at this game, the game should be over. So we got to kind of think about what's happening here. We exited the level 1 because we died, but our level 2 doesn't really concern itself with the fact that we're dead. It's only concerned with the fact that of whether the game is over or not. So we can add something to our while loop, just like we do to an if statement that says, while the game isn't over and our hero has health, then that's when we're going to play level 2. So let's try that again. So let's go through. Let's try to die. And a couple more should do it. One more. There we go. So notice that the game quit immediately. We did not go into level 2. The reason for that is that we now fail the second part of the condition that's part of this while loop. So even though the game isn't over because we set it back to false, the second half is false. The hero doesn't have health over 0. So we're able to kind of exit level 2 that way, and we don't even go in. Now let's go into level 2 the proper way, which is by us surviving. Oops, did I just hit that asteroid? By us surviving level 1 and trying to collect as much as we can. So again, at some point, you may just have to bite the bullet and accept a couple of collisions if you're looking to, collect the ammo. You definitely don't want to go into level 2 without any ammo, because then you won't have anything to shoot the boss guy or the minions, the alien invasion that's going to be coming at you. So at this point, we're almost done with the asteroid shower. And that should be the last one. Okay, so now we're on level 2. You can see by up here, and we have all our health that we've collected as well as the ammo. So There you have it. We now have the foundations for our level 2. So as part of this lesson, we were able to use another game loop to kind of set ourselves up for level 2. We were able to use some of the code that we had developed in level 1, such as the hero controls, to quickly add the hero to our screen. We saw that we had to modify our second loop a little bit in order to, compensate for the fact that when we exit level 1, we exit either by uh, dying or by successfully completing or surviving the asteroid shower. So by simply adding just a little bit to our while loop, just like we can to an if statement, we were able to detect or check that the game isn't over and the hero has enough health. So hopefully you're excited about completing level 2 and enjoy.